I'm Jeff Cornwall, and this is the Entrepreneurial Mind. Today my guests are Stephen and Jessica Rose with the Peach Truck. We'll be back to talk to them after this.
Talkapolis programming is sponsored in part by the Center for Advanced Dentistry, now serving the greater Nashville area.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So you guys are selling peaches off the back end of a truck. Is that about right?
That's about right.
That's about right.
How in the world do you get into that business?
Yeah, I grew up in Fort Valley, Georgia, which is
Yeah.
in middle Georgia where all Georgia peaches are grown. And, so every summer you eat peaches right off the tree.
Yeah.
Moved here 5 years ago. And it took us 2 summers of bad peaches, that bad peach experience
We have some
where you
really
bite in.
bad peaches here.
And it's that mealy,
Yeah.
just nasty texture, to figure out how to fix it. And we were down on the farm. I was showing her my hometown. And
So did you grow up on a farm?
I grew up next to a farm.
Okay.
But very close
So you were
family
the kid that stole the peaches.
I
from
stole
the-
it, exactly.
That's- yeah,
Exactly.
totally.
But a couple I've known my entire life, close family friends, happen to be 5th generation peach farmers. And so we were down there telling them about these horrible peaches in Nashville, and they're like, well, why don't we just figure out a way to partner together and y'all can bring our peaches up to Nashville and sell them. And so it was really that simple where we started, and have kind of taken that same vision and expanded it year after year since then.
So you two are doing this as a couple.
Right.
And you're partners in business together. And talk about how you manage that. I mean, how do you kind of separate things and keep things in place?
Just whatever he tells me, it's just like, that's
Yeah, I know better than
follow,
that.
right?
I've been married 38 years. I know better than that.
It's so, like, people think we had this master plan and it was all really thought out, and a lot of it was just really our lives being lived. And like the truck, where did the truck come from? It was just something he bought and we just happened to have, and the name is, not inspiring, but like, us together, we're very different. We're completely opposite. So we actually get asked that question a lot, like how do you work together? And you kind of stay in your lane.
Right.
Like, I'm very much operations and processes, and he's visionary and social media and marketing. So I trust him in that lane. He trusts me in mine. And big decisions, we really do see eye to eye on like where the company's going and how like it's a lot of who we are. Our DNA is just in the business itself. So
Do you run this out of your home still,
We do,
or?
yeah. We work out of our home. We're so seasonal. The peach season is 3 months during the summer, and there are no boundaries during the summer. You hear like, if don't bring business, home with you. We don't have that choice during the summer.
Right.
We work all day, every day. But during the off season, where we aren't selling peaches, we talk nothing about peaches, And so we kind of have that balance in life. But
yeah, we have our business in the house, but we also have a warehouse every peach season. So we're able to at least, go to work during the summer. But yeah, there's no work-life balance for the summer. And then there's only life. There's no work for a few months, which is incredible.
So there's nothing you need to be worried about over the winter to get ready for the next season,
we start in February, so we take 5 months off every year. Our entire core team, which there's 2 others full-time outside of us, and we started this with the mindset of entrepreneurialism equals freedom.
Right.
And we are always tempted to fill out our year. There's other things we could be doing. We could be consulting. We could be doing this or that. But so far we've protected that 5 months off just out of, I don't want to get 20 years down the road and wonder what Spain is like, or wonder, what my daughter does during the day.
Right.
And so we love having that balance of, we'll give up our summers, we'll sacrifice that, but we're going to get a reward on the back end.
So you truly take 5 months, and it's
completely off.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you travel some? Or?
We travel. This is our 4th season, but really 3rd season of having those 5 months off. and we've done traveling, and we had a baby last year.
Congratulations.
So thanks. Yeah, so it's been really.
Were you able to time her in the 5 months off?
Yeah, wow.
It worked out somehow.
Perfect. Woo, hopefully that happens again. No, but yeah, it's just, it's truly like ideal for us. We couldn't ask for anything better, and for our other team members to be able to have that same thing. And you know, life, like business is such a wonderful part of life. You are able to do so much, like creativity, and but it's also incredibly draining. And for all four of us to be able to recharge and to pursue other things we enjoy, and you know, find that balance, I feel like it plays into our business during the season of, you know, we're making it happen.
So it's kind of like a retail establishment where you make most of the money during a very short season, but unlike retail, nobody's looking for a peach truck in December.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they are, they're not looking at the right
They're
time.
probably a Yankee like me, not understanding peaches.
Probably from Chile.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So talk about the growth of the business. You know, you said you have 4 of you full time.
Right.
That's a lot of peaches.
It is. It's a lot of peaches. We're so fortunate. After our first season, we took the jump from our full-time jobs to pursue this full-time. So
that had to be a little scary.
It was very scary.
Did you think about one of you maybe staying on working? Or?
We thought about it, but you know, we had this mindset of we can always go back and find jobs we don't like.
Right.
We felt confident in our abilities we're very employable, and we had never had trouble finding jobs before. So we can always go back and find another job that we don't love. But again, we had this low overhead lifestyle where we didn't have debt, and we shared a car, and we weren't, you know, living lavishly. And so we saved up a little nest egg before we did it, but we just wanted to know if we had it in us.
Right.
And so from year 1 to 2 was just, you know, hundreds of % growth because we had both quit our jobs. But we have since that year, the last 2 years, seen 100% growth each year, which is thrilling to see that kind of sustained growth and excitement continue as we, you know, continue in our business.
So how many locations do you sell out of now?
So we have a couple divisions. We sell online all across the nation. A box of 13 peaches, the best peaches you can get. So that's exciting. 2 days at your door. It's incredible.
And they're perfectly ripe.
They're perfect. Once they get there, it's just bite in. It's amazing. We have our Nashville division, which has about 30 to 35 locations a week. So our Nashville team, our summer staff, is about 50 to 55 people, which is incredible.
That's a lot of payroll.
Yeah,
it
is.
A
lot of payroll. And then we do a tour where we go to Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana, and we sell peaches by the box, a 25-pound, half-bushel box. And we partner with garden centers and, you know, like hardware stores, and work with them on bringing customers in and making it a big event. These smaller towns or suburbs who don't get peaches,
right?
And that's been really exciting. So. Yeah, we've got our
hand in a lot of things. And that's 216 stops. That tour is 216 stops. So
in 6 weeks.
That's kind of a monster to plan.
So is there? Do you see the capacity in this market that you're in now? That you know, is it starting to mature, or is there still?
I would say Nashville's very much maturing. You know, you kind of feel that plateau,
right?
And that's great. The tour, we still see so much potential because, I mean, we call it a peach desert. There's just no great peaches where we're going. And so, you know, we're all the way up to Cleveland, Ohio. We figure, you know, keep heading northeast to more people who are so far from the source. They've just been through that hard winter, and a little taste of summer in their hand is pretty incredible. So
he's also the salesman.
We see that potential, you know, continuing.
So could you imagine even opening up operations like you have in Nashville in some of those cities at some point?
It's such a logistical nightmare what we do here. It is.
You might get full during those 5 months if you do that too.
Yeah, right. A peach, like, you know, anything. If we sold candles, it'd be 1,000 times easier. A peach has like a window, and it's like a 4-day window. And you're buying, or you're getting all these, you're picking all these peaches, you're bringing them up, and you've got to sell them. Otherwise, you're sitting with like soup for peaches. You know, they're going to turn on you. So logistically, creating a space and protecting those peaches until they're in your hands is so difficult. And finding people who will work hard enough with us
Right.
to keep that value.
Right.
You don't see that in most produce. And then a peach is like probably one of the most tender pieces of fruit out there.
Yeah, it's not like an apple that can sit there for weeks.
Exactly. Or
Right.
half a year in a refrigerator at a grocery store, and you can pull
Right.
it out and it'll be fine. Like a peach, you can tell. And that's where we've seen our success is people, we're treating it as, we're solely focused on peaches. And because of that, the customer, can literally taste the difference. It's picked, and within 48 hours, it's in your hands.
So you have a business where you take 5 months off. You have no work-life balance during those 3 months.
Right.
You're probably doing everything wrong by the book, but sounds like you're doing everything right for this business and for you guys.
It feels that way. We're very satisfied. And
I know one of your employees through one of my former students, and I mean, he's just absolutely loves working with you guys and loves the company.
It takes a special person, because if you value consistency or predictability, we're not for you.
Right.
But someone who's very high energy and loves the, every day being different. Every day is very different. We start the morning with plan A, and we're to plan Z by the end of it, literally. I mean, it's every day you don't know what's going to come your way.
So you have to stay calm through the chaos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you had any supply problems with all this kind of growth? I'm sure you have to go
Definitely.
beyond one farm at this point.
We're still with one farm.
With one farm.
And we intend to be that way. We are planting a lot of trees right now to keep up with supply.
Right.
Or to keep up with demand. That's a commitment we want to keep. We know these people, we know the way they grow, we know they don't pick a peach until it's ready to be picked. That's a rare thing in and of itself.
Yeah.
And then we're super rare to get it to the customer within 2 days off the tree. So that partnership is so important. But yeah, we are growing fast, and supply is an issue, but
But that's
we'll
the
figure it
beauty.
out.
Like, that's the story. Like, it's nature.
Right.
Like right now, we've had this gap. It's got really hot outside. The peaches, it was so hot that they stopped growing.
Right.
We thought our season was going to be over 4 days ago. And in reality now, because it's cooled down a little bit and now the peaches are finishing, that we have another week and a half. But sharing that with our customers and our team, like, this is the reality.
Right.
Like, we can't just predict everything. And the farm has no peaches. The farm has too many peaches. Because literally the farmer's picking when he thinks the peach is right, and not when the phone's ringing and we need to fill, however many bins for the customer. So that's like, it's such a wonderful, it's the way it should be.
Right.
For the product to be appropriate. And we're really like, I'm so beyond honored to like share their story.
Sure.
Because they work tirelessly to provide what everyone's loving, and that's just really neat. So.
And you hope you have your daughter working with you in the peach truck someday?
maybe so.
Poor thing. Peach everything.
You're going to have to homeschool her just so you can get her on the right schedule, I think.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, we'll cross those bridges. Yeah,
It'll
it's good for now.
come faster than you realize.
I know.
So.
Oh no, it's so true. 9 months already. It's incredible.
Well, thanks guys for coming in. This has been great.
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
story,
Yeah.
and I'm officially hungry right now. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.